The button has been pressed.
All right, all right. Hello. There's multiple of us.
Hello.
We're lives. That's what this means, by the way. That we're lives.
Yeah. So, I guess we're here.
There we are here on the screen. Where look at this. Sorry to break the illusion that all of you had that we were playing on an actual NES. I'm afraid I'm actually emulating, as you can see. Very sorry. I know you're all very, very deeply disappointed in me, and I understand. But it had to be done.
I
This was essential.
think that
Yeah.
was just you, Philip.
What do you...
I think it's just you. I think you're the only one holding yourself accountable to this.
I... Well, I mean... Well, the point is, it's not in a natural NES. Hello, live into game event. I keep saying live into gaming. I know it's little event gaming. I can't wrap my head around that. My mind does not comprehend such confusing concept. It's sad, I know. Uh, who's the other person? That's Galaxy Wolf.
Hello.
Person who, make sure that the screen doesn't go on fire.
I've only
If you
had to do
weren't
that
here,
once.
it's only video games because this is a one-player game. But if you had known the Flightship lore, welcome aboard the Flightship. By the way, that's the. If you knew the Flightship lore, you'd know that we've already played Kirby together, and that there was both of us there for that. So, but now we're playing that other the Kirby, the one with adventuring. Uh, we're not in Dreamland anymore. That's new play.
We are going on an adventure.
So yeah, while we're on, I should definitely ask a very important question. Of course, is uh, who? I know we're sitting in silence because we have the. But the important question that I'll remember is nope. I can do it. How's the audio? Other things. Can you hear both of us? Is everything fine? I know you can't hear anything. Uh, we're not in the game yet.
Philip might be. Yeah, Philip might be cutting out
Okay, that's
occasionally.
definitely a problem. Okay, that might be an issue. Uh, would be a concern. Does anyone know why that's happening? And I like.
I doubt there are any problems on my end. I can't be 100% certain on that, though.
Okay. Hmm. Well, thanks, man. We'll probably have claps. Uh, and So, so it's still cutting out. You're still having trouble hearing me. Let me try. Did that work? Hello?
Well, I can hear you.
Did that help?
I think so.
Oh, it did really? I
Yeah.
didn't actually expect that to work. Uh, well,
Oh, no,
uh,
there was a slight cut.
hmm. Let me try something else then. Task manager. More details. Hmm. That's interesting. That was definitely different. Hello.
I can hear you.
Did that help?
Maybe.
Okay, I can't hear you now. Wait, give me a few seconds. I swear we'll fix this. Nope, that's working.
You, I can hear you.
Okay, you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. Fix the cutting out problem. The lack of response is not is concerning. I could do this.
Well, I think our problems are as fixed as they're gonna get. I haven't heard any more stuttering since you said you fixed it, but
Did you hear me? That it was fixed.
yeah.
Okay. There are more fixes. I've got a whole web page up of potential fixes. That one was so
Oh, no,
I
no,
tried to.
no, you just cut again.
Okay.
Gosh dang it.
Gosh dang it. Hmm. No, it's not that. The voice sensitivity? I don't feel like something that would be an issue. Well, I suppose. Um. So, I mean, it could just be. It could be that it's just. I just turn off that. Uh. So there's like the problem is it a connect or is it a problem where um like is it
Gary,
an issue?
Gary Lilly, hello. We are having some technical issues.
I mean, yeah. I'm trying the problem with the fact because like if I'm just doing it when I go on the very real possibility that like I just what am I saying? Th- Shut up. The very real possibility that with my microphone like picking stuff up. So um has that changed anything?
Again, I can't tell if it's changed anything after hearing you just ask, has that changed anything? You
Okay,
need to
so
talk in
like,
a more consistent.
okay, I'm talking in a more consistent manner. I've just like slid the automatically determined sensitivity down to like the maximum, so that might have
No, you're still cutting.
the audio in a different way. Okay, no, so that's definitely not.
I am so sorry you had to join this.
Right, new
There's
pen.
problems.
This is a big problem because if, like the main issue, server boost. Oh, everyone, be quiet, everyone. The main thing I need to figure out is doesn't appear to be any issues with reset voice settings. Um, region. There we go. What? Oh, not automatic. Hello.
Hello? Yes?
Has this helped? Uh, I changed the server.
Potentially?
I've changed.
No.
Hmm. Down to the maximum. Oh, yeah, down to the maximum. Well, I mean, like, write it down so that it picks up everything now. Like, it's not that wasn't the issue anyway. Uh, switched us to the U.S. Central region. Not sure if that did anything, but I switched us to the U.S. Central. I can't even hear Galaxy Wolf anymore.
Well, no, that's because I wasn't talking.
Okay. I mean, this is just a thing that I have with uh
To be honest, I'm not really sure how much you can do about it. Sometimes Discord.
oh, that's hard. Well, you see, I really don't want see you. I think is besides the fact that it's incredibly noisy in this room. Zoe, you are not part of the stream. Oh my god. So the major thing that I'm trying to articulate. No. Okay, they're turning my you well just as long you can use it for everyone who listens to the song to watch the YouTube channel. Uh, I mean, like, I don't think it's actually it even is an internet issue because like install Discord. Oh, yes, much. Okay. I'll reset all voice settings. You can definitely hear the mic. But then I have to switch back. Okay, say something.
Hello? Yes, I'm saying something.
Yuri says you can still hear me for the most part, which is good.
That would pretty much line up with what I'm.
To hear you cutting out too.
Am I?
Yeah, you'll keep like, unless you just keep stopping in the middle of words.
I'm not stopping in the middle of words.
This is a one-syllable word, so you can't stop in the middle of that one.
I am not partaking in the act of stopping in the middle of. I cannot think of.
Yeah, you're definitely cutting out a little. I mean, like, I mean, like, I'm the one playing, by the way. And it's just very weird for my voice to be the one cutting out. It might fix itself. This thing kind of something happens. If we for the details, this is Kirby's Adventure. If you've never played Kirby's Adventure, well, sure, I guess then this is what it is. Orb it has on Nintendo Switch Online. We've played for 15 minutes now. Everything is well in Dreamland. For some mysterious reason, the Dream Spring, well, that is the reservoir for all the dreams of the citizens of Dreamland, is no longer. Everyone is being subjugated to their worst nightmares every time they go to sleep. Oh, that's not how I remember it. Upon reaching the Dream Spring, Kirby finds King Dedede has stolen the Star Rod, thus depriving Dreamland of the magical energy that feeds Spring. Using over 20 unique tricks and your ability to steal your enemy's power, controlling them, you'll have to make your way through a horrific land filled with all kinds of nightmares. It's not exactly how I describe Kirby's Adventure, but it's been a long time. Recover the broken pieces of the Star Rod, and everyone in Dreamland will sleep peacefully once again. If you fail, the citizens of Dreamland will be terrible nightmares.
Yeah, not exactly how I describe Kirby's Adventure.
I'm just going to trust that when you said the break between describe and Kirby's Adventure was just a verbal thing. So let's just get into the video game. So,
okay.
Swap player 1 and 2 from the suspend. Oh, we can do that. No, but we can do that.
Yeah, Philip is player 1.
Yeah, the night eats the day. Oh, I guess. There's a little video here too. We're stalling. Here is the famous Kirby. Move right or left makes Kirby walk or dash. Oh, we have dashing. We can run. That wasn't in the first.
This is where the run button and
press the A button to make
the slide move were introduced.
Oh, we have slides. We couldn't do that in the first game either. We have the float jump split, which is pressing A will jump, but pressing up will make him float. B button is our inhale. That's the same. And the biggest change from our game that I'm sure none of you have seen is that we have copy abilities. This is Fire Kirby. He breathes fire. Select is to drop. That's important to know. Spark. This is Spark Kirby. Another of the powers. You might recognize if you're a Kirby player. Ice. These are all very standard Kirby powers. I mean, who doesn't recognize Sword? The one where you can slice people with a sword. I mean, it's a sword. Parasol. Bit less of a known weapon than the sword, but iconic to Kirby fans at least. Fireball. It's not fire. It's fireball. These are different. Backdrop.
Backdrop is the wrestling ability.
Yeah, if you saw wrestling in Monty Kirby, it was originally just backdrop. Kirby has lots of moves. Try them. That's it. See you in the game world. And then we get to hear the story. One day the peaceful life of Dream was shattered by a mysterious crisis. The inhabitants didn't dream. This is the version of the story I remember. On the edge of the dreamland, dreams and hope once gushed forth from the dream spring, fueled by the star rod. Investigating the dream spring, Kirby found Naughty King Dedede swimming in its magical waters. Get Dedede in the swimming tube. Dedede has broken the star rod and given the pieces to his friends, who are now hiding in Dreamland. Oh no! Also, it's a weird, mysterious, evil face, but I'm sure it means nothing. To bring back the lost dreams, Kirby sought the star rod. He's just dancing on the warp star. And that brings us back to the title screen. That's why we're waiting outside, so I could do all that in a clean slate.
And here we are.
No, don't start that. It says connectivity is low on the Switch. You can still see everything, right?
Me, I can.
Alright. Well, hopefully that's okay. So yeah, notably in, like, the version in-game, the in-game version says that Kirby's a hobo. That's not true, Lil Vent Gaming. That's not true. Kirby has a house. It's been shown several times in several Kirby media that Kirby has a house. It looks like an igloo. But in the in-game version, and that's the version I remember, it says the inhabitants of Dreamland are unable to dream. But in the Nintendo Switch Online description, it says they're in unending nightmares. So it's a bit of a different interpretation than I'm used to. We'll check the original game manual later to see what it says there. You'll hear that in the review that eventually comes out. And our first fluff scene, we see Kirby dueling. I should remember this enemy's name, but I don't.
It's the Sword Knight, Philip.
It's the Sword.
You don't get much simpler than that.
There he is. Tired of my shenanigans already. We have just started. Okay, well, it's 20 minutes in and we're finally at the first door. Nah, are you... Lil Vent, are you trying to implicate that I'm wrong about something Kirby related? I could never be wrong about a Kirby related thing.
Well, you did just not remember that the knight with the sword is called a sword knight.
Oh, that's different. I wasn't wrong about that. I just didn't remember. That's not being wrong. Oh, so if you notice, to be authentic, there's a weird graphical glitch on the screen. This is, I believe, because... Okay. Oh my goodness, this is really annoying. I'm getting a lot of latency. I'm going to go out to game selection, go to my settings, and turn on low latency mode. I don't know why I'm having latency problems on a game that I am playing and you are not, but this is happening. Anyway, as you can see, this is Blade Knight. I'm never wrong. So
it's a sword knight. There is a difference between sword knight and blade knight. Honestly, Philip, you call yourself the Kirby expert.
I know. That was on purpose as a joke.
Yeah.
That's Zoe, my sister, is putting message on the screen. She's right there and not allowed to talk.
Sorry about your day,
Francisco's allowed
Lily.
to squeak.
I'm glad we can provide a bit of entertainment.
You're definitely getting messages before me. Give it a few seconds. I'm gonna log into the computer and.
Since I'm not the one playing, should I handle chat?
Method for viewing stream messages is through... I just have the stream up on my phone.
Same.
But like, it appears that Sammy's getting messages before me. Somehow. Even though apparently they're doing the same thing. If I open the chat... No, I don't see Yuri's message. Maybe I'm just an idiot.
Well, there's...
Oh, I remember. I didn't turn off... That's right, it's top chat, that's why. So weird thing with this messages, it'll censor stuff with top chat for no reason.
Yeah, I'm on live chat as well, so... I made sure to switch that out.
I think... For some reason, it decided your message wasn't priority. So
yes,
sorry.
Zoe, I am just better than Philip.
No, shut up. Zoe's wrong. Carrie's not a... Carrie is actually... that's what the penguin is. Its name is Carrie. It's meant to symbolically... they renamed him DDD for, money from the Mafia. These are real Kirby facts. Bring them home to your friends. You can. No, so if you notice on the side of the screen, it's all glitching out. I just remembered. Kirby's Adventure actually does run terribly because this is an NES game, and it looks like an SNES game. I just took a screenshot. That wasn't what I meant to do. Okay. I'm also really good at Kirby's Adventure. I never made a mistake. Ow. Yeah, I just realized that might not be an online thing. Kirby's Adventure just genuinely has a lot of slowdown. And this is
it's a
because
pretty beefy
it's
NES game.
It's a really beefy NES game. This is like, this is one of the last NES games to come out. And it's a mass... Oh. I killed the UFO.
You had one job, Philip. You had one job.
Can I get that back?
Nope.
The UFO... that would have given me...
It doesn't frickin' respawn, Philip.
Okay, we're just gonna die. I know Galaxy's voice. Can the other person say their name? I am, Philip. Ow. Oh my god. I'm the one who's playing the video game. No, the stupid fire thing. What's the fire guy's name again?
Hothead.
Oh man, still doesn't respawn? Hothead killed me. Sammy's gonna... Now, the way this will work is that I will cause Sammy to have several aneurysms by the time this playthrough is done. As I get every single thing about Kirby wrong.
That's pretty much how it works. That's pretty much how our dynamic works here.
I didn't know that this door was re-enterable.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've... Alright, no, Bomb Kirby doesn't exist yet. So that was a useless enemy. Oh, and most copies in water are useless. You just get this really puny water attack.
If you have a physical weapon like the sword or the parasol, you'll still be able to use that underwater, though.
That's true. Or like bombs, but they don't exist yet. Wait, I also don't think that works. I don't think that bombs do work underwater. But,
no,
they are physical weapons.
That's interesting. I think in this game, it's specifically the sword, the hammer, the parasol, and the UFO.
We did the goal game. That was a real... That was... Oh... That... Are you done? Can you hear Clara?
I cannot hear Clara.
Alright. That was a really, short level. I didn't realize that was so short. Crane Fever. Use the buttons to move the crane and try to get a Kirby. A big one's hard to get, but worth it. The big one will give you 2 lives. I'm really bad at this. Eventually, we're gonna have to perfect all of the mini games. I'm sure.
Yes, another tacked on objective.
Not tacked on. It's 100% worthwhile. and will definitely not extend this series into 500 episodes for no reason.
Oh yeah, Yuri Lily, I didn't tell you,
I
but
missed that one.
I didn't tell you yet.
And
for Kirby's Dream Land, Philip was convinced that he had to play through the game without taking damage for him to consider it done in his mind.
Let's play.
We have a full Let's Play of that uploaded on the channel.
That was a challenge implied by the game.
Oh yeah, I should probably tell you, Philip, Yuri Lily's a friend of mine.
Yes, I figured.
So that's why.
Oh, and there's other knew your voice. So, but like, because Kirby's Adventure is actually an incredible, like, I don't know if you've played other NES games, but like, this is incredible looking. In fact, this entire game is an incredible marvel of cramming stuff into an NES cartridge.
I would probably call this the best NES game.
Yeah, I would argue this might be the very best NES game to exist. I'm sure someone's gonna get mad at me for that, but I don't think that's a bad claim.
Not only technically, but it's also very well designed for an NES game of this era.
But I will say, you can definitely tell the NES game is struggling. In most CRTs, the left part of the screen would be covered up. That's why it looks like a garbled mess, because they didn't bother rendering that bit, because they presumed that on most CRT TVs, that it would be whatever it would. It was presumed that in most CRT TVs, it would cover that up. But like, it's just that like the entire like. They needed to save space in any single way they could, because as you can tell, like, this game already, like, has a bunch of slowdown, partially because it's so incredibly graphically, it's just so impressive for an NES game, but again, it comes with slowdown issues. Now, if we did that right, that should have... Okay, Sammy, what am I missing?
I don't remember, but... If you did it right, the star should also be gone on the way.
That's true.
Right, I think.
So we're trying to activate. But it. So, the other thing that usually happens is I ask Galaxy Wolf to potentially maybe look up how to do this. Oh, I forgot. While I'm forcing Galaxy Wolf to look up things for me, I am gonna get rid of the building. No, come back. Come back. I need to demonstrate you. If we press start, we can see normal Kirby. No, Bagels isn't a thing. There's no hints for Kirby's Adventure. I'm visually impaired, so I'm grateful I don't notice these things. I'm grateful that you don't notice how bad I'm playing. I mean, I'm playing really well. So, normal Kirby. Hit the down arrow when Kirby has an enemy in his mouth to copy the enemy's special ability. So, not only does every copy ability have a little portrait down there, if you see that, that's the ability portrait. I can't really... You know what? Sammy, are you still there?
Yes. When the warp star is reached, Kirby has to walk past it, run up against the right end of the screen for a little while, then fly back for a moment. Once the warp star platform is out of view, Kirby then needs to go back towards it. If done correctly, the star will be gone, and Kirby will be able to proceed further.
Philip's bad. Thanks, Zoe. That's Zoe laughing, if you can hear her. So I'm running. Now I gotta fly out of the way. And I gotta go... See, basically what we're doing...
Yeah.
...is we're glitching the game. Nope, it's still there. Okay, stupid shots, so... Alright, it's gone. And we basically just glitched the game into letting us go beyond here. And basically seeing a little dev room. And this thing, if I remember right, you weren't supposed to be able to get back here. It's just an accident that a certain, like, glitch
Oh yeah.
with a bunch of obscure music.
That would make
obscure music.
That would make sense considering, here's a fun fact, in this game's remake, Nightmare in Dreamland, it's still present, but because of the way the game loads stuff, it's no longer accessible.
Right. Yeah, so this is a Howl room. It just has the words Howl, and that's the
Broom
name
Hatter
of the
there.
game. And the little Broom Hatter. Gives you nothing. Useless. I remember the Broom Hatter's name. But, like, it's just this little room. And, like, Philadelphia cream cheese. Okay, that makes sense. And the Warp Star's back. Basically, you glitch the game into letting you go out of bounds, and there's this dev room that they put there. And because people tried stuff in this game, eventually it was found, and it's a really obscure set of movements because you're literally glitching the game. But then it became a tradition in later Kirby games to hide Howl rooms in really obscure places.
The ones in Kirby and the Forgotten Land are hidden in really fun ways.
Yes. Kirby and the Forgotten Land has them well. Papa Bros Sr. That was a big one. I am really bad at this. I can't... Look, we're talking about quick draw being an issue. The regular game might do it for me. I missed.
Alright, Philip,
Okay.
You beat this guy with taking no damage in Kirby's Dream Land.
Yeah, that was in Kirby's Dream Land, though. But yes, I did beat this guy with no damage several times. Because of all those times I died and then I had to restart.
Okay.
So normally when you make a mid-boss, the smart thing to do in any Kirby game is to then suck up and swallow the mid-game. Oh, it gives you Crash?
Yep.
So Crash does... Do I want to use it in this room?
No, you do not. Next room, there's a bunch of enemies.
Yeah, so... Sure, I'll use it now because I'm about to get killed by that thing. That's Crash. It's a one-hit KO. Also, interestingly, if you looked in the bottom right of the corner, you can go back in the footage. I suppose once this is on archived, you can actually see in the bottom right. It like tells you how many crashes you have left.
Which is 1.
Yes, it's 1. Does that
There's
mean
another ability
that's
called Mike that basically does that, but you can use it 3 times.
So Mike is in this game.
Yes. Both
we
Crash
definitely
and Mike
need that
also
last
have mid-bosses. Mr. TikTok handles that.
Is your TikTok is Mike then?
Yes.
Or like an alarm clock?
Yeah.
Oh, I love this game. There's the fish swimming off screen. Oh, I love the Kirby series. This is something that you probably that we saw in the last game too. The Kirby series is absolutely great at using like enemies as decoration.
In Forgotten Land, you got like the
fantastic.
Awoofies just like sleeping on hills or under trees and stuff, or standing in line at the amusement park. It's great. Kirby series is just
but even
super good at this.
and it's been going on since the first one because again that was from the first game where there was just a lot of enemies that were just kind of like there. All right, here's whoops. How do I get rid of this? I want sword. I killed.
You killed the
Blade
Sword
Knight.
Knight.
I thought that was what. I think that.
Well, then I might have
Blade
messed up. The first one might have been.
Knight. No, I thought. No. Yeah, because Sword Knight's the green one.
Well, their colors are not set in stone in this game.
Wow.
So the
I
real
thought I
way you
saw the
tell is the
Blade
shape
Knight.
of their helmets.
And I thought that helmet like had like. Oh boy, how do I save?
It should autosave.
Ah. Well, you know what? We'll create a suspend point anyway. There's Cappy. Yeah, even in the first game, like, it's just, oh, here we have... Hey, is this the first time we see this? Because I don't think we ever did this in the first game. Because this level gimmick, this level design thing comes up a lot, where you make Shotsos fall down into stuff, and I don't think that ever appears in the first game. Alright, so, you can, by pressing start, figure out what each ability does. So this is Beam Kirby. Kirby fires a beam like that, used by some enemies. It's an easy weapon to use. I will say, besides the slowdown, as much as I do love a lot of this game's design, I will say, also it doesn't let you, it bothers me I can't go to the very edges of the screen. Which is also, again, probably because in our CRT this would be cut off, which is why that back layer doesn't matter, usually. But I will say, everything does feel like a little slow. Just movement-wise. Maybe I'm more used to the modern ones. So this is Fireball. Very different from Fire. Kirby can turn into a flying fireball. Jump and attack in a flash of fire. So, like, each of the copy abilities in Kirby's Adventure kind of do, like, one thing. And
Except
so,
for a
like,
select
Fireball,
few, like, backdrop that has a bunch of different wrestling moves.
And in fact, in the opening cutscene, in Backdrop's ID, it was like, do 6 things, because that was, like, a special move back in now. Yeah. Look at these waterfalls!
Oh, yeah, that's pretty. I just
Those
texted you
gorgeous.
pictures of Sword Knight and Blade Knight, by the way, Philip.
Yeah, I know what Sword Knight and Blade Knight look like. I just forgot the names, and then I made a joke about confusing... Okay. Where is Smart Turkey? I don't know. I sent out the things. I mean, I don't know Smart Turkey in real life. So I don't know what they're up to. Gosh dang, I lost the ability again. Ooh.
You know, I always thought Glunk, the, like, anemone-looking enemy, should give you an ability, because it, like, shoots stuff.
That's true, it's just kind of like an indescript watery thing. Alright, going in that door before I get going. I'm also finding, like, I don't know, it might be just because I'm not used to it and I haven't started playing much, but I'm finding the controls like a little stiff. Which is why I'm doing badly. That's why.
Yeah, sure.
It's not because I'm bad at the video. I mean, I'm joking mostly, but, like, it is partially true that it is messing me up a little bit.
I will mirror that sentiment. It can be a bit stiff if you're not used to it.
Yeah, and I haven't played this in a while.
I'm now just holding down the left stick because sometimes the screen will go dark if I don't.
Oh yeah, so
if that happened before, I apologize, but my hand's now on the left stick. That will not happen again.
Yeah.
Unless I just spontaneously combust, which I hope doesn't happen.
Yeah. Museum. Here's a colorful display of enemies with special abilities. Eat the one you want. Yeah, this is Blade Knight. No, this is Sword Knight. Sword Knight's dead. But that means the one in the tree was definitely Blade Knight.
Well, that's a Blade Knight, it looks like.
What? This is Blade Knight?
Look at the picture I sent you. If this gets into the edited video later, you can put a picture up. Blade Knight also has the little plume on his helmet.
I'm looking this up myself. I'm going
This
insane.
matches pretty perfectly with what Blade Knight looks like.
I actually got them mixed up. This hurts. I could take not remembering them, but actually mixing them up makes me feel sad. Where's my brother in arms? Well, they could be anyway. Again, I'm not in charge. If they're your brother in arms, then you should know where they are. But yeah, I'm having Anyway, thanks for interrupting my crisis of fate, where I guess that's Blade Knight. Use the sword to defeat enemies. If you attack in midair, Kirby will spin and slash. This one has 2 abilities. We can do this, we can do this, and we don't have down thrust yet. We don't have any up thrust.
I think there's also a slide attack. If you just do the slide. Yeah.
Oh, like this.
Yeah, there's a sword slide.
I like sword. I've always liked sword. It's just really nice. Like, it almost feels like a more... So I was saying I'm going through gaming. It says sword above him. See, who's right now? Sammy?
Yes, I am here.
You're just not answering because of my stupidity?
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify. Can you use... You can make the hand appear, right?
Yeah.
I just wanted to point out in the bottom left, the ability portrait. Can you move the hand to the ability portrait? So follow the hand. It's at the ability portrait, or it's pointing up at the ability portrait. This is the ability portrait. I think that the artwork here looks beautiful. And part of the Grand Kirby project is we're going to try and draw all the abilities in some way. And I'm basically going to be doing the ability artwork. I really like that. I really wish that was in Modern Kirby. I love that artwork.
Yeah.
Zoe's going to sleep finally. Thank goodness. The first is autonomy. Oh, we can be on the ladder. The ladder sucks. We're Spark Kirby. Kirby can create firework-like sparks from his body. This is a great defense. Does this.
Spark isn't very good in this game. The range on it just isn't enough, I think, to justify carrying Spark over,
This is, Ow. That's not his name. It's Mr. Frosty. And Mr. Frosty gives Freeze.
Especially compare
like
Spark to Freeze, which has a
better.
wider radius and freezes enemies.
Yes. Freeze is like Spark, but better. Freeze. Kirby can create a shield to freeze enemies, so you can then knock away the frozen blocks. Because, yeah, this freezes enemies and allows us to hit them. Look at the ability portrait. It's like... It's with a penguin.
Yeah.
Which, as stated earlier, the penguin's name was Carrie. Important Kirby fact. Definitely not a lie. Don't look into it. That's a blue Waddle Doo. Enemy colors aren't really worked out in this game. They have variation, whereas in future games they'd be constant colors.
I do believe an exception to this is the mid-bosses, where a certain color does signify that they're faster than their normal.
Right. Which, yeah. I will also say, moving around in... I really like Freeze. It feels really nice to hit the boxes. It causes them, like, I know part of that, like, I know it's more smoother in other games. Well, like, you freeze, I froze Needle here. But, I was gonna hit that.
I have a story about that guy, the little spiky dude. That guy is called Togezo. That name is Japanese because, it was never translated to English. Now, that guy returns in, I think... Dreamland 3 and, like, nothing else, to be replaced with the Needlelouse, the worm-type enemy that you see in Return to Dreamland, Forgotten Land, and a lot of others. It was replaced in Nightmare in Dreamland. Quite possibly because Togezo translates to Spiny, and if you look at them, they're rather similar to a certain... spiky turtle-like enemy from the Super Mario series.
Oh, nope. Hyper does not have its own definition, but it's invincibility.
Invincible candy.
Yep. And that was Meta Knight who gave it to us.
Meta Knight is a strange character in this game.
I made it to level 7. Are you proud of me, Samuel? Yuri is calling something kawaii. I'm not entirely sure what. Ooh, what's this?
That's the world map.
Oh, right, that's the world map. No switches in this world.
The Warp Star Station.
Are there no switches in this world? I don't see any place where, like, a switch would reveal. Yeah, I haven't been paying attention. I will have to say, I've just been playing. I'll have to look through the footage later because we're gonna also have to review the levels in, like, I think they're gonna be, like, themed, and I want to go over how they're themed, and I haven't been paying attention at all. But we just left the forest level, so now we're gonna fight the most logical forest enemy there is. This very classic drop-down, and the very enemy from the last game. It's time for Wispy Woods.
So, yeah, now that copy abilities are the thing, that kind of destroys the whole point of Wispy Woods from the original game.
Good talk, Wispy Wood. You were really easy. There are certain things they try to do to make... Like Wispy Wood will get revamped in later games, but, like, as for right now, he's just really easy to take out without... with copy abilities.
I know in Superstar and Superstar Ultra, you can take him out in 3 hits with the hammer.
Oh my goodness.
2 hammer flips and then a regular slam.
Alright, here we are. Ice Cream Island. One of the dream enemies. Hit him in there.
Something else I like is... you have to unlock the Warp Star stations. Some of them are from switches, even. Which is really annoying because it is literally just fast travel. But,
Oh, that's interesting. So we unlock that, like... I'm guessing we unlock that later?
Later, yeah.
Weirdly, we can't fight Wispy again.
Yeah, the bosses just, vanish into the next area.
So that was Vegetable Valley. This is Ice Cream Island.
One thing I wanted to say is I like how in this game Kirby changes color with certain abilities, and that doesn't really happen anymore now that multiplayer exists and they need, like, different colored Kirbys to just signify player numbers.
Yeah.
But, like, Kirby turns orange for most copy abilities in this game, instead of his usual pink.
It is nice.
And then certain abilities like Ice and Freeze get, like, a different color, like blue.
Yeah. I mean, like, you could tell, like, more energy goes... Nothing from the coconuts. You can tell more energy went into, like, in later games where the ice effect feels more natural, but I kind of like how jarring the ice effect feels in this game. Was this where I needed to go, or is this a side area?
It's a side area, but,
Making sure.
You should probably go there.
It definitely is. It definitely is a side area. Alright, so... My mom is asking, where's the ice cream? The names, they're all food-based to go along with Kirby. And none of them are literal. And there's something else about them, but we'll see those later. Okay, no, Presto's spoiling it immediately. The names of the word spell, Orochi but backwards, Colors of the Rainbow. I mean, we're on world 2, so maybe a bit early to spoil that one.
Yuri Lily says, love me some ice cream. That is a statement I can relate to.
Oh, and I really like, again, this is a nice introduction for Parasol. Like, because we have all these coconuts and we can just walk onto...
You had one job, huh?
No, I can definitely see why this is your favorite NES game. We were saying earlier, it's probably the best NES game. Possibly objectively. Oh, no.
Oh, it's Philip's worst nemesis.
The Scarfy. The Scarfy is the worst being to ever exist. This
So for
is a
those who
sword
don't know,
apparently.
Scarfy is an enemy that, if you try to inhale it, it will turn into a demon thing and chase after you.
I'll show you next time. This is an interesting color palette. We got like this purpley place. Yeah, I kind of like it. It looks snowy,
watch
but
out.
I know it's not.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna want Crash. I didn't show the ability portrait for Crash, and whenever it shows up, it's usually important. So this is a Crash bomber. It always gives Crash. Go to start. This power will defeat all enemies on the screen, but you can only use it once. And that's what that star in the bottom
yeah, I
right
see.
points to. Yeah.
So assume that'll be the same with other one-use abilities like Light and, Mike?
I assume so. Oh, another wooded area, but like we can see the ocean around us. I was gonna get hit, so I just used Crash. That didn't save me from the tornado, actually. It didn't kill him. I don't know what the tornado's called either. This is a tornado.
Twister is the enemy.
Miss Twister. I thought you said Mister, and I was like, what?
It's
Just
Twister.
Mister?
But that would be
Okay.
fun if they had a... Oh, they should totally have a mid-boss at some point called Mr. Twister.
That would be great. Kirby's, Mom keeps calling Kirby Bubblegum. Live into Gaming ate too much ice cream. And Yuri is expressing her love of mint chocolate chip. That's good. I like mint chocolate chip. It's one of my favorites as well. Tornado. Kirby can now spin and melt away his foes. Hold the B button to spin into the air. Now, I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure that I'm invincible when I do this, right?
Yeah.
And the way Tornado works is it's basically an invincible, really hard to control move. So it's invincible, except for when you pop out of the animation, and it's super hard to control. That's how it works. I just lost it.
Somehow even harder to control in 3D with Forgotten Land. I keep
Yes.
bringing up Forgotten Land, but that's just because how it's such a good game.
That was our first level. That's our first level. I'm gonna try and pay more attention. I know, it's hard for me too. It's hard for me to pay attention. Oh, we get egg.
Catcher.
We get the egg minigame. Egg
These
catcher.
minigames are...
Press the buttons to make Kirby's mouth open. Try to eat eggs, but not bombs. What are you saying?
These minigames are just for lives, but they're a fun little side game, you know? A side mode.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll love them after if I force us to perfect each one. Egg catcher is my favorite,
Yeah, I would have to
possibly because
I don't hate Crane Game as much as you do.
Crane Game's okay, but like those big ones is super precise to get, and it'll just be an issue when we get to having to perfect them, which we have to do, as I must remind you. Very necessary. So this one's starting where the last... So this is what I'm looking for. This one starts where the last one left off in a tree.
That makes sense.
Now we're in this area, which has nothing to do with any of that. But, you know,
We got an argument going on in the comments about what ice cream is superior. I'd say that I don't really have a favorite. It depends on what I'm in the mood for. Mint chocolate chip is certainly great. I do like me some chocolate peanut butter type stuff.
Am I behind in chat? I've only gotten to pistachio in the argument.
No, yeah, you're not behind. That's...
Okay, so you're adding peanut butter as a thing.
Yeah.
Needle, lots of needles, just like porcupines, come out of Kirby. It's a great defense.
So it's Spark,
Kirby's...
but worse.
Yeah, you can't hold it forever. It just goes away. A lot of these are practically good.
Spark and Needle are the same thing and are both outclassed by Freeze, so,
Yes. Ooh, this is like the basin of like a fountainish area? Truthfully, I don't know what's going on here, but it looks nice. Oh.
Oh yeah, the desert area here.
Oh. That's interesting. We're in this like purple ocean. And now we're in the desert with this temple.
So we're on like a desert island.
Oh.
Alright.
This
Pick
is
your
a
power.
nice little theme. I gotta go with the old favorite, sword. I like sword because it's limited. It makes me feel more skilled than I am.
Grand Wheelie. They took Wheelie,
Oh.
and they made him big.
Have we seen Wheelie? I mean,
No, we have
we saw
not.
that Wheelie. But
Grand Wheelie spits
comes
out
first.
smaller wheelies.
The game really is not like in Grand Wheelie. So like, it takes skill to wield sword. You can tell because I'm doing badly at it. The key to sword is just to jump attack everything. Does this actually do damage?
It doesn't look like it's doing damage.
No, but it is. It's like a block, really.
Yeah, okay.
Nope, it's still alive. Okay. That's my favorite. It's Candy Cane. I mean, I really like Boost Tracks. Oh my gosh, the game does not like this.
This
If I
fight
was
might
playing
be
on any-
easiest if you just drop the ability and, but I know you're
A
gonna...
lot of things.
I know.
Fine, we'll do normal, Kirby.
Oh, I thought you would...
Oh,
I'm
I
so
like
used to
normal,
you,
Kirby.
doing the physically hardest thing.
Not true, I don't always do that. This is Wheel Kirby. Kirby turns into a wheel and can move at super speed, but watch for obstacles and excess... But watch for obstacles and excess speed. Don't have too much speed. Also, I'm not...
Wheel's pretty simple in this game. I don't think you can jump.
Yeah, that's jarring. You can't jump
The
with
jump
wheel.
with wheel was added in Triple Deluxe. It was a
It's just so
rather
weird.
late edition.
It's just a way to think of it as something that needs to be added. The idea of jumping with wheel.
The Wheelie Rider in Kirby Superstar could jump, but that's a bit of a different
Yeah.
thing.
Also, again, interesting, as you can see, Kirby's clipping into the ground.
I just
I don't
look.
know
It
if
looks
that's
like
right.
his foot is stuck into the sand.
I think that's probably what it's supposed to be. This is a really big desert island. So lots of rolling dunes.
So, if you're using wheel, watch out, because you're not invincible when you're turning.
Oh, really? Good to know. What? Also, apparently I'm not invincible at the start. It's kind of surprising how short these are.
Yeah, there's a lot of levels in each world, but, like, they're not super long.
And I get that, like, obviously this is already pushing, like, what the NS could do, but I'm not used to this short of levels in a Kirby game. It feels really weird. Crane Fever. We'll get another chance at Crane Fever. We're going for perfect. I forget perfect here, which we just failed. I think we still have to get perfect later. But it's okay, we just failed. Mom's talking about bubblegum ice cream because she cannot get over the joke that Kirby is bubblegum. It's a bit of an obsession. She's insisting it's not a joke. Not that much. Did I get anything? I got the one big one. I really do like candy cane ice cream, or peppermint as I call it. Those might be different. Are those different flavors? Ooh, look at this bridge sprite.
Just a little rickety.
Yeah, this is like a jaggedy ridge sprite. That's nice. I wonder if this relates to the other one. Well, yeah, and there's different.
So I believe with
almost
Parasol,
like glyphs.
if you tap down while you're floating, you can stop floating. And then,
Yeah,
similarly,
fall.
if you're not floating, you can tap up
Oh,
to start floating again. But
well,
yeah,
that's Parasol.
meet Water, the mortal enemy of copy abilities everywhere.
Yes. Luckily, we have a sword knight here. We can take their ability. Freaking underground maze.
Oh yeah, there's a glitch in this level. There's an actual credit skip in this level, but it's super difficult to pull off.
We're not doing that.
Yeah,
This is hard. This is a hard thing to get. Yeah, that thing is.
You might need to bring another ability in there somehow. I'm not sure
Yeah,
what would hit that. But it looks like sword is just not gonna work.
Okay. Can we... Oh. We also, of course, have floating. After you're floating, you can't float underwater. And as you can see, sword is working underwater. Now, if you get hit at all, I will lose it. Maybe we're gonna flood the cavern with water, and then we'll be able to hit it with sword. I'm not sure if they can do that. It's not impossible, though.
I mean, if we're talking from a coding perspective, you just make 2 copies of the room, right?
Yeah. I was like, look, we have another one here.
Yeah.
Oh, we can hit this one. Through the ledge.
So from what
Astounding.
I've heard, the credit skip is if you go to the
That's bad.
bottom right of that little tube and go just under the water and use Stone Kirby's smash attack. His Stone Kirby's attack. Apparently the game bugs out and skips to a very glitched version of the credits. Now, I've never tested
Weird.
this. The only time I tried was on the 3DS version, which, as it turned out, fixed all the glitches. So,
Yeah, 3DS, again, is a complete overhaul. Meta Knight! So, Meta Knight gave us Candy the last time, but now he's sending Axe Knight. That might not be his actual name, but I
Axe
think it
Knight,
is.
Mace Knight, Trident Knight, and Javelin Knight. We have not seen any Javelin Knights, but here's all 3. Mace Knight's the one with the mace. The one going, like, party time in the bottom.
Right.
The one having a party in the bottom. Trident Knight's the
And
one throwing
other.
from the side. And then Javelin Knight's this really UFO-looking guy, who, for some reason, doesn't give you UFO.
Man, it's not a UFO, he's just a javelin. This is a tricky fight. I need to get rid of that bloody Trident Knight.
So these guys
Okay.
are... So, these guys are called the Meta Knights. Because, of
I
course...
suck at this Trident.
No.
No.
Of course, Meta Knight had to give a name to his band of troopers, so the Meta Knights. It's Meta Knight and the Meta Knights.
Trident Knight doesn't give me anything.
No, none of the Meta Knights give you abilities.
It's interesting because, like,
These fights are very much designed for you to like inhale and spit out enemies at each other.
yeah,
Because most weapons will take many hits to beat each one, but you can suck them up instantly.
yeah, because I noticed when I was trying to spit out at Trident Knight that it was taking a while. Oh boy. Time to have some underwater combat. Oh, also you sink when you have an enemy in you. There's the ability door. Or the goal game door. I'm a peppermint peep. I like peppermint. I also like moose tracks.
Peppermint is indeed good. Again, I just like a lot of things, so hard to really present a favorite. Oh, Laser Kirby!
Laser!
Possibly my favorite ability in this game.
Did I ever show the description for fire? Fire. Kirby can breathe fire. Enemies beware, you're gonna get burned.
So the enemy for fire is Hothead. The enemy for laser is Laser Ball. I know, very creative name.
Yes. And fire, again, is not a very interesting ability, but laser. Kirby can fire a laser beam. This beam will bounce off slopes, so try it in many different places. First off, incredible range on this thing. Second off, if you get to slopes, it'll ricochet off them in fun ways, which is really fun.
Laser is probably my favorite ability in this game. One more thing, it does act as a fire element. It will, if there's like stuff that you can burn, laser can burn it, along with fire and burning. Fire and fireball.
That's probably why it's here with fire. Always asking if it's meta because it breaks the fourth wall. I mean, they don't really break the fourth wall, so I'm afraid not.
I mean, that mace on Mace Knight's probably strong enough. He could throw it so hard it just breaks reality.
Ooh, we're up in the clouds above the sea. Presumably, this it's very bubbly clouds like. No,
those guys were also replaced in Nightmare in Dreamland, although I don't remember what they are called or what they were replaced with. In this game, they're the little skull guys that appear a lot in the modern games.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I know they were replaced in Nightmare in Dreamland, I just don't know what with.
Well, we'll find out when we play Nightmare in Dreamland, because that's also on the game docket. It counts as a separate game.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Kill the bottom rope. Kill it, kill it.
So remind me again, the remakes you're doing, the ones you're counting as separate games are Nightmare in Dreamland, Superstar Ultra, and Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn, right?
And 3D Classics.
You're doing 3D Classics Kirby's Adventure.
Yes, we're doing 3D Classics.
It's less of an overhaul than you think it is, fella.
Oh, I know it's exactly the same. I bought it.
It's just the same game, but they took out the fun glitches. Ooh, Stone Kirby.
It's in 3D? And it's in 3D, probably. I don't have a 3DS, so I don't know. I'd have a 2DS, but...
I had experience with the 3D, with an original 3DS. I can tell you that the 3D hardly did anything in Kirby's Adventure. I had Kirby's Adventure and Excite Bike in the 3D Classics lineup, and Excite Bike, it actually did a lot more. It gave some perspective to the stadium, but it hardly did anything in Kirby's Adventure.
If it doesn't work in Kirby's Adventure, then we'll review that. We're doing 3D Classic. Kirby's body turns into a solid rock. In this form, he cannot be hurt by enemy attacks. It doesn't matter. If it technically is a different game, we're doing it. Is this the only stone form he has in this game?
Yes. The different stone blocks were added in Superstar. Also, this is Mr. TikTok. As I stated before, he will give us the mic ability, which is a souped up crash. You can see it's got 3.
Kirby can sing his favorite song 3 times. I wonder why that song hurts enemies. I wonder why it hurts enemies. I personally can't think of a reason it would hurt enemies. There are clearly none. It's raining now. Maybe it's because he's bad at it. He's really bad at singing. Yeah, you can see we have 2 uses left. We use Crash to get this? No. The answer is no. Thanks, Sam.
I love having the clap button.
Yeah. Oh, there's another laser. So we will get to see more of laser in a like shot zone. In a level where it's meant to be used.
Oh yeah, here.
So whenever they have these diagonal tiles, laser beams will bounce off them. And it's just really fun. Come on, come on. Come on, Waddle Do. There, we got him. Worth it. Totally worth it. And up and away we go. Go the ball.
Laser Ball as an enemy would actually return in a few later games, but actually gives the beam ability in Superstar. Because Laser
Which is
isn't in the game.
worse and sadder.
Yeah, Laser should be in more Kirby games. I mean, we kinda got it back with Ranger, but
Kind of.
Space Ranger.
I know, but it doesn't ricochet, so
it doesn't ricochet, right? But yeah.
Beam doesn't become a very interesting ability until it gets a few more moves. And even then, it's not that interesting.
In this game, Beam is just the designated hit what's in front of you button.
Yeah, and
Sword is faster and has a few more tricks up its sleeve. Beam is just kind of the basic hit stuff in front of you ability in this game, I'd say.
Yeah.
Level 5 and the arena.
Arena. 2 fighters go in, but only 1 would leave. You could get a tomato and an ability for a win. I forgot about this. Luckily, again, with its range, laser's a really good ability. I'm gonna keep laser. I'm not even gonna take freeze.
So just remember that you can come back here anytime to get freeze.
Oh, so this will keep going every time.
This one's always frosty.
Interesting.
It's like the arenas, but you have to work for it. So it generally has more powerful abilities.
I mean, it's like the museums.
Yeah.
Because that is an arena.
It's like the museums, but like you have to work for it.
There's a lot of this like ocean forest. Gatso on a parasol, which again this might be the first instance of that. Can't believe I dodged that. Can't believe I didn't dodge that. Doing creative stuff with shot cells. And and back there's a pep brew. I don't know if they're called pep brews in this game. I got used to calling them that. I'm never gonna stop.
It was the manual for Kirby's Dream Land, right?
Yes.
I tend to just call them energy drinks. I know it.
I don't know. I really like the name pep brew. I don't know what.
Oh, you got a random ability.
Yeah, that was mix.
If you inhale two or more ability enemies at the same time, it'll just give you a random ability. So you got the hammer in a room where it very clearly wants you to use wheel.
Well, I lost hammer. But that's okay. We really should be using wheel for this room. But interestingly, I noticed about the hammer is it has its star in the ability picture, which is interesting because like you can't see that in the 2D of the game, but that will be a maintained element in later entries in the series. Okay, there's clearly something down there. Nope, nope, give it back, give it back. Okay. Take a wheelie. That's a naughty, but we're not gonna show that now. We get this secret door, which has an energy drink. That's it. That's everything.
I guess.
Okay, that's all that was down there. Oh, this like cloudy place for this. Again, like the game looks great. Oh, you can gain height with wheel. Is that infinite height? Or well, obviously not infinite. You have to run into walls.
Ooh, that's a
Oh, is
star,
that
man.
that's high jump.
Also,
Yeah,
the
the high
parasols
jump
are evil.
guy.
Well-known fact
no,
in the
that-
Kirby series. You need to bash off walls in order to get the height from...
Yeah, this is interesting though.
So we can show off clearly the greatest ability in this game. Right
High
here.
jump!
High jump!
Woo! Kirby
I'll
can
give you
jump
2
many
guesses
times higher
as to
than
what this
usual.
does.
Jump and dive attack. Kirby can jump many times higher than usual. Jump and dive attack to beat the enemy. Blammo and Blam. Alright, so pressing B does high jump. How do I do the down one?
That's not in this game. That was added in Return to Dreamland, I think.
It says jump and dive attack.
It says that. It don't mean that.
I jump. We're in this like weird. I like the buildings here. Not run into the Gordos. Those do a lot of damage. Walking into the cloud. Look at all these starmen. You can't use high jump in the air. That's really infuriating.
Yeah, in Return to Dreamland, I'd say it was actually kind of fun, because you could just...
You could chain them together,
Yeah.
and you could do the drag trap. And Crasher just got me.
Bomber.
Well, like,
I will correct
Trash
you.
Bomber. They're going like Trash Bomber, right? Can't go into the moon.
They
here.
are called bombers.
Okay.
Crash Bomber is a weapon from Mega Man 2.
Wow. I knew that. Oh, come on! I pressed back. You know, it's the same input lag problems that I started to get when playing Kirby's Dream Land. But, like, worse. Maybe it's because, partially also because of the NES controller. And also partially because they're cramming it is. I swear, the inputs, they're really, they're a lot. 2 seconds.
Oh yeah, there's the Warp Star Station.
Really?
Philip is gone.
I'm not gone.
Oh, there you are.
I just leaned over a little bit. I'm cutting this out of the... Oh, it's... Alright. Back to the game. Here's our Warp Star door.
I think the first
what else?
3 are free, but then the rest come from hidden switches.
I don't see any places for switches to be in here either.
I think they start in World 3.
Or this star will take you to another stage. Hop on our star with a number and let's go. So this is level 2, and it'll have warp stars to every other place.
Every other place
a
that you've
weird-
opened the door to.
Yes. And it's kind of weird. Because, like, it looks beautiful again, but, like, You only, like...
Later games would just have a concise world map.
Yeah. It feels like a... I don't think they had, like, the room to add a world map.
That's fair.
And we'll get Paint Roller. Is this Paint Roller?
Yes. Also interesting about this boss is pretty much everything he throws at you gives you a different ability. You would have had to unveil the cloud there, but, yeah.
Oh my gosh, the best ability, Ball Kirby! That did not work. I kind of thought that would look like...
You gotta have momentum with Ball Kirby in order to...
Yeah. Kirby can roll to a smooth ball. If you hold the A button, he will jump higher.
So Ball is a very, fine line of, hard to use, but potentially... Because if you keep tapping A
really
when you
weird.
land, you bounce higher and higher. And that will keep your momentum up. You can see Kirby flashing, like, yellow when he's, in range to do damage.
I am trying my hardest. Ball Kirby is so hard to use.
Yep. It's the best worst ability.
Oh, Ball Kirby's gonna be the death of me.
Well, the
As
car
long as
gives
Ball
you
Kirby
wheel, the thundercloud gives you spark.
We're using Ball. I am ever gonna.
And you can always just take the things that he spits at, that he draws, and spit him back out at him.
That's a little smarter plan. Ball Kirby is a bad idea.
Oh, and that bomb's probably Crash.
Ooh, that would be nice. Crash would be great for this. Wheel
would be terrible.
Impression. Yeah, probably. Throwing back ball it. Okay, we're not doing well. Dang it. There's gonna be trouble. Well, I will definitely say that part of it is that I am having a time with the controls. Parasol! I could use Parasol.
Oh yeah, that. Oh, and then that would be Mike.
Mike! Should have had that one. Okay. We're going to predict where... Does he go in a regular pattern?
I don't know.
Each of these? I don't think so. By the way, I've learned not to try to jump over him. That's why we're using wheel.
That actually might be a strategy, but that is why you don't let it use.
I would say again, this is mostly tough simply because it's like hard to like. Oh,
You just glitch right through him. What's the Kirby?
What
do?
is nothing?
Well, I guess that makes sense because if Kirby were to eat Kirby and copy Kirby's ability.
All right, Mike. Oh, you've made a mistake now. Just killed him.
And 2 left to spare.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike's, thank you. Water building! And I will say, the slowdown and the stiff controllers do make this definitely harder to play. But I have to really appreciate what they've... Like, this feels like a really ambitious game. It's interesting. And no, it's not just because I'm bad. I swear. Oh, crash bomb. Nope, they're just called bombers, right?
Yes.
I was gonna take a parasol. Did I have parasol? Oh, with your parasol, take a nice walk. Do you think this might have other uses too? Oh, I love that description. I don't get stone here. Nope, I got parasol again. Would have really preferred stone against TikTok because you can make quick work of him. But do his music notes give me anything?
No.
I had to check. Man, sure would be nice to have stone right now. You know, maybe it's just because, like, it's been a while since I played a Kirby, but this almost feels, like, more stiff than, like, Kirby's Dream Land did. I can't tell if that's just because I haven't played in a while, though. Here, Mike's gone. Fuck, I'm also, I feel like I'm taking more hits than I did. Switch! Ooh. Secret door down there. Oh, because we can't get to the switch. But, if we do this... Oh.
Right.
Those little pauses. Go in there. We get the switch! Which opens up an arena.
I believe that is an arena for Grand Wheelie.
Ooh.
So that's you can get wheel. Unless I'm misremembering it.
Yeah. Oh, got hit. Because I was reading the chat. Mom is saying me bed night. But I guess she's going to bed. Here's our next goal door. Interesting. I've yet to get the first place in there. Let's get an ability in the arena.
Yes, it's Grand Wheelie.
It is Grand Wheelie.
So if you ever want wheel, come here.
Oh, I think a lot of these enemies.
Have a good night here, Lily.
Tomato.
Take care. Thanks for joining us.
Good to have you. I will say a lot of things in this game feel like it's easier just to use normal Kirby. Except for Wispy.
Yeah.
Wispy's obviously not.
Yeah.
But like, really easier to use normal Kirby.
A lot of the mid-bosses feel they are designed for basic Kirby.
Yeah, but even Paint Roller, like,
Yeah.
it was best to not get close to him, just kind of like stay away from him,
Yeah.
and just dodge him when he switched places, and then just hit him with whatever he threw at you.
Yeah.
But Wispy was really a lot easier without him. Is that? No, I meant to use wheel, not... I don't know, like... I'm still not quite used to the controls. And I ran over the
Yeah.
And, like, I can't tell if it's just me, but, like, it is, like... I don't know, I'll have to go back and play the original Kirby's Dream Land after this. See if it really is, like, a thing. Oh, we get to
this
this.
effect.
This is amazing. I would say it looks great with wheel because it goes around super fast. But yeah, this effect. Because they just felt like showing off, I guess. I love this. Believe it or not, and you slowly move across the screen as it scrolls, so to show you're making progress. This pseudo 3D effect is amazing, and I love it. And this is an NES game. To anyone who's still here. I also say I absolutely love that, like, the theme of World 1 is, like, just grass. The theme of World 2 is... the theme of World 2 is... actually, I'll take stone. If I read Stone's description... Kirby's body turns into solid rock. In this form, he cannot be hurt by enemy attacks. That's true. No, I absolutely love that, like, the first... Again, we have, like, the... Like, we have the grass world, the water world, and the building world. You're in a building. This is not the right ability.
This is a fairly castle-esque area, I'd say. And that is more common of a theme than... I don't know. Just...
Yeah, I suppose.
And also, Return to Dreamland kinda did it as well, with Nutty Noon having you climb to the top of the tower throughout the world.
Yeah. Well, there's also the sky theme. Although I suppose at that point, Bubbly Cloud is also a sky castle, basically. I will say also, again, like, castle theme, maybe I've played too much Mario in the world. But, like, it is interesting, again, this is level 3? Oh, I don't have to worry about the Gordos when I wheel Kirby. Those are ice guys. Better than wheel, definitely.
Oh yeah, ice is technically a different ability from freeze.
Yeah. It's like
I don't know which one I prefer in this
game.
game.
Oh, I kind of see where wheel would have come in this room. Yep, that's where we would have wanted to use wheel. I definitely prefer freeze, but I like ice. I mean, it's better than fire because the freezing ability is quite nice. And fire doesn't really have a good effect in this game, at least not in normal fighting. I know it can light stuff on fire. And we control Bugsy to get Backdrop, which looks like normal Kirby, but it's not. Kirby can use a powerful wrestling technique, the Backdrop, to defeat his opponents. Oops. I did not press A. Push A! Signs like, push the button, Philip. I do like this, the tower theme, though. Very, very nice. There's thunder, too. Oh my absolute goodness, this looks amazing.
Oh, and what's fun is, you're climbing this, like, castle in the sky, and then the next world is up in the clouds.
Wow. Way to spoil the next world. But no, yes. Anytime, like, stuff, like, links to each other, it's great. Sorry, Starman, but, like, I got Backdrop now. I don't need you. Place looks great. Oh, another one of these sections. It's so interesting using the back throw, like the side throws in this area. Get up here! Raiding in full force now. There's nothing up here, but it's cool.
Alright, this
That was a
level, I
long
think is like
freeze.
the foreground and background, kinda.
Oh, is this the foreground and background? Yeah, because it flips.
My game just... This froze.
How long? Is it still frozen?
It cut me out of the online session.
That's bad. Oh, okay.
Create a save state.
Alright. Great suspend point. Save SWAT
Funnily
2.
enough, it kept your NES controller theme, so I get the NES sound effects.
Ooh, that's
Even
nice.
on my single player, I'm using a Pro controller.
Wow. Piggybacking off of me. Okay, this is Sammy's NES controller I'm using. Yeah. So the store might have taken out Wi-Fi. Short stream. Alright, we got like... Hey, we'll try. We'll see if we can get this back up and running. But we got a decent way in. We're on like level 3. That's not nothing to sneeze at. Galaxy over joining. Are you back in? Can you see this?
Have you joined Flightsy's game? Yes, I can... Yeah.
I want to see what my progress is. With what was saved. Alright, so that 21%. Oh yeah, we get all these little things that we're not going to go out to the menu to see every time. We're a little traveler. Let's see. Save point.
Yeah, so we're back.
Ooh, that was nice. So, yeah, so like we have like the different sides of the tower. Which is going to get disorientating. I'm gonna get sword. I know backtrack's probably better, but like I'm gonna get sword anyway. So that comes out to this side, and here we have a Maxim tomato. No. This will swap me out to this side. Ah, so we need to go over here. And this is a really nice thing to put into the game. It's a really nice room. Up to level 3. Will Event Gaming, new. And up a little higher. This is, I believe, another museum.
High jump.
High jump! Oh, we'll take it. The best ability. High jump. I swear, the fact that you can't use this in midair is such a bummer. But it is what it is. Into the Warp Star. Going around the tower. Climbing way higher up. I'm up here. Meta
Oh,
Knight.
it's the Meta Knights.
Let's see if we can beat him with high jump. Oh my god, that worked.
High jump actually has a bit of power to it, because a lot of other abilities would take a couple of hits to beat those guys.
Yeah, you're right. Wait, so how close do I have to get for high jump to work?
Close.
Really close.
You could
fact, I
probably get the
basically
guy
have to
on
be-
the upper ledge.
Yeah, so I can get these guys when they go... So they actually go off the edge a little bit.
Yeah. Not the... Oh,
Oh, this guy goes off the edge a little bit.
Yeah.
Got him.
Alright, there's a Mace Knight.
We can't really get that guy. We're gonna try our darndest, though. We got him!
Oh, and did you just cancel out of the high jump by pressing B again?
Oh no, let me try again. Anytime I try to do anything... Okay, that's gonna take forever.
Well, it was a short encounter. But,
we learned something potentially about high jump. Okay.
Star Allies in Dreamland 3 have made me, as much as it's, ooh, floating upwards nice, but as much as it's not very useful, Star Allies in Dreamland 3 have made me made me expect the cleaning ability whenever I see the, broom hatters.
Right.
It's not much, but it's fun.
Well, we gotta go that. Wait.
Might want to grab that one up.
Let's get the max tomato first.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Should not have gotten that pet brew because I'm bound to get hurt trying this. And falling like this usually like protects you from damage, or at least from certain enemies. Well, it was worth it. Worth it. I haven't yet to get like an A on this. That was not it. Oh, here it is. Quick draw.
Quick draw.
When we draw, press the A button. If you press it too soon, you get a penalty. Okay. Okay.
It's Kirby with a gun.
This is the original
boxing
gun,
glove
Kirby.
gun.
20 seconds. This is not... Oh, God. 18 seconds. Not terrible. Went too early,
Late night
but
with
did
a gun.
not mark that as a penalty.
Gun.
Oh, this is where I'm going to fail. Okay.
Yeah, I usually get to bonkers, and, then... Yeah.
We're going to be on this one for a while. Well, Buckley doesn't let me try anymore, so the playthrough is not derailed. Yep, why not? And copy! And then hyper. Yeah! Take that, Scarfy! I'm jumping up just to hurt you! Alright. Freeze! That's chilly. Like how the enemies change color palette to fit their surroundings. Like, I obviously get why they got distinctive shapes, but I actually do kind of like the way that they fit their surroundings. And that was bonkers. And we now have... Hammer! This weapon is very powerful. Use it on stubborn bad guys to clear your path. Most powerful ability, probably still. It is most powerful in this game, right?
Quite possibly, I don't know. Backdrop or throw might. Backdrop, throw, and UFO, I think, are contenders.
Oh.
There's not
That's the
really
only thing
much
that
you can do to measure pure damage output in this game, so...
I mean, the bosses have HP bars that don't always decrease by 1.
That's true.
You know, most enemies go down in 1 hit.
Okay, here's something I remember that I just... I looked it up to confirm, but yes. If you land on the goal game platforms in order from 7 to 1, you will get 30 1-ups. Not present in the 3D Classics version, for some reason.
What? Why? That's a difference. Totally justified playthrough.
But still, that is... If you land on the goal games from 7 to 1, you get 30 1-ups.
Yes, I know, we're on 5. But I'm probably going to use save stage to get that. Ooh. This is a great place for laser. Look at this. Take that, bomber. Oh, I love this sound. Okay, we lost laser. Ooh, fences. And sword. We lost sword. But we're outside the building again.
Where's a fireball?
Yeah, fireball. Have we seen fireball's description? You can turn into a flying fireball, jump and attack in a flash of fire. I like how it's like gears. Fireball is nice. We'll keep fireball. I'm in on the outside of the tower. Did we lose fire? We did lose fireball. Anything up here? That's probably the main way. Okay. Thanks, Annie. Okay, again. We got it. Yay.
Oh, switch.
And our second Switch.
We got a Nintendo Switch.
Wow, I'm sure I'm glad we have that. Sword. Oh, this is a nice room.
Oh, yeah. So, actually the most, there's a lot of most useful abilities in quotes in this game. But, we'll be seeing that fairly soon.
Oh, we'll be... Oh, yeah. Kirby can throw a series of cutters that return like boomerangs.
Cutter is actually pretty fun, but oh, this guy, Cool Spook, gives you light.
Oh my gosh. Dark areas can be spooky. This was Kirby set off fireworks. It works only in the dark. That's right, it's a light Kirby!
That's what Light Kirby does.
We just got damaged and lost light Kirby. But we could get him back! Okay, now we're getting mix. We got fire. Really disappointing that we don't have Flight Kirby anymore. I think it wants me to have high jump here, but high jump really sucks, so we're gonna ignore it. Oh, the Starmen could do dive bombs. Hold on. And we messed it up. Good to know.
Okay, this was really bugging me. The penguin enemy is called Pangy. The one that gives you Ice Kirby.
Oh. Egg catcher. Second go. And bonus. We are running out of battery. Well, I'm gonna beat the. I don't think anyone else is here. Comment in the chat if you're still here. Well, let's beat Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright, and then exit off because I'm running out of battery. So it's Mr. Shine's turn to have the health bar. Mr. Shine appears to. Oh, he's lowering in the sky. Now it's now it's Mr. Shine's turn. I actually do quite like Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright as enemies. The bosses.
I just remember fighting them in Kirby's Dream Land 3, and you know how I feel about the bosses in Kirby's Dream Land 3.
You love them unconditionally. Ow.
Internal sobbing.
Oh my goodness. Bosses are quite tricky in this game, I find. I died. Yo, we're going to play through the end of this boss, and then I'm going to end the stream. Partially because there's, Tom's still here. But mostly because my controller's dying. Also because we're at a good stopping spot when my controller happened to die. And almost dodged him. Alright, well, when they jump backwards, that's when we gotta jump over him. Got this phase, this is actually quite good. Oh, so stars hurt you again in this game. Does not appear that we can suck that up. Although I'm not willing to say nothing. That hurts. Create a spend point. All right.
There might have been a bit of a noise there on the stream side. I'm propping my controller against my mic so that it's constantly like pressing right on the stick so that the screen won't go dark.
Jump over. Wait for Mr. Shine to take over. Don't jump over that for some reason. Get Mr. Shine with that. Jump over. They switch. Mr. Bright's here. Great to get these guys. Mr. Shine out.
You could always grab a laser from the World 2 museum.
Yes, I know. Right. Oh, you could just run into Mr. Shine. Fine, where can we get a laser from?
Museum World 2.
Oh, that's so far away. Let's just keep going. Besides, I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. Mr. Shine is going first. See something. Ow. Come on. We just cannot suck that up, okay. I should have guessed that earlier. Okay. We got a game over. Game over. Continue. Come on, Kirby. Just a little longer. Butter building. Oh, these. Oh, what's this museum?
High jump.
This actually might be a good idea.
I don't think you can damage the ones that are just in the sky, so...
Oh, we're about to find out. No.
Yeah, no, and the game really didn't like that.
But you can still attack with high jump. Oh, come on, quick, give it back. At least it doesn't hurt me to do that.
Yeah. It hurts the frame rate.
Also, they jump every so often. Oh god. Okay, high jump is gone. Well, that could have gone better. Alright. Have at you. Ammo! That's Mr. Bright done. Oh, that looks cool. I'm just like this cracked orb. And there's Mr. Shine. Oh, and they
And
collide
then the world
into each
exploded
other.
because the sun and the moon collided.
No, no, no. That's just the sun and moon enemy. Very different. We'll blow up the moon later.
Right.
Rape Garden. Which is weird because it's not really a garden, it's in the sky. Oh, I love the fluff scene. And this is the Sky World. We're gonna do that some other time though, because my controller's out of battery. Time's the brakes. Yeah, thanks. We made it pretty far. There's like 7 levels in this game, and we're at level 4. So, yeah, thanks everyone for coming. And, yeah. So I'm gonna create a suspend point over here. Final suspend point. And, yeah, thank you for flying with the Flightship. You can cut us off now, Sammy.
End stream.